Okay, so for number 6, should we do something really different? Something that we haven't done yet. Why don't we take a flat brush, we'll establish yet another line, which is a good place to start if you're doing this kind of stuff. So let's establish like maybe a higher line like that. And let me put my paint so you can see it. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something crazy down here. I kind of want something like very random. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start dragging some of this color down. Let it cool. We'll rinse our brush off a little bit. Grab some of our yellow and just going to kind of randomly shift it in here. It's really pretty bright green. It's really beautiful. Grab some indigo because it makes like that more teal. Now, this is one of those times when I wish I could pick this up and let it just drip down, but since we just have it like it is, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of use my brush to drag some of this indigo through it and create something just pretty wild. Grab what's left of that cerulean. Let's carry it through. Look how pretty those colors mix together. Oh, they're so beautiful. So look at that. So you could do this if you want to put it on a card and hold it up and let it fall down from the water weight, or just kind of go in and do it yourself. Look at that. Now we're going to go up the top, and the first thing I'm going to do is not even clean my brush. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little more indigo. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to add more indigo here. This is like a huge palette. And I'm going to add a little bit of a back line. I want to do like a different color, but I'm not sure what color to do. What about, no, let's just keep it monochromatic because we just used all of that. So this would be a good time to do like a brown or something, you know what I mean? So I created this neat background mountain, and I'm going to take a little darker shade indigo, and we're going to create, I feel like I needed it to come down more, so maybe let's just go ahead and swipe. Let's see what that does. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Ooh, very nice. Nice. Now we're going to go and really dig deep into that indigo, and we're going to create a smaller mountain line right here. Just by making it darker. And we're just going to build it up. So if you were following along with me and you went really dark in the background, then you could always do the reverse, or you can wait till it dries and switch the color. Look at how cool that is. Now I'm just going to go on my water line and add a little bit of that depth in there. That's really awesome. I love that. So pretty. Okay, so now let's switch brushes. Well, actually, we can use this brush. Let's just go ahead and tap in some trees. So the first thing is we're just gonna like use our brush to tap in some bases to trees, and you can switch the colors if you want. You really can do anything you want to, remember. You're like, those aren't trees. They're going to be, though. Let's put a little one over here. Why not? And okay, that's good. that's a good bunch of trees. So obviously this is like too big of a brush to maneuver. So let's go ahead and use like a little brush to build up trees. So this is like a round brush. You can use a smaller flat brush, really anything you want. But let's just wet it. And I'm gonna get some more of this color. You can use this color. And let's just kind of go randomly through. And we're just going to build up trees. And that's why I wanted to do this one, because just in case you like trees, we're just kind of sticking to that shape and we're just going to keep building it out. Obviously the bottom is a little bit larger, right, than the top. And don't be afraid to mix the colors, because I really think that letting the colors mix right here on the paper looks so good. That's really pretty, actually. It's really pretty. So if we want to add yellow, maybe grab your yellow first. And in this one, you can build out some of the yellow just a little bit. It's already starting to combine with the indigo to make the green. Isn't that cool? And let it touch this next one so that it does its watercolor thing. Remember, let watercolor be watercolor. You don't have to have it not doing what it likes to do. And this is your painting, so it can be any color you want. You can make purple trees if you want to. This is the time. So look at how pretty that tree is. It's beautiful. And look at that. Can you see how really pretty that mixed in? I'm gonna just get it so you guys can see it. Isn't that pretty? I'll keep you zoomed in so you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and move over to this one since I have this really pretty color already on my brush. And I'm just basically tapping back and forth and keeping the tree shape going really randomly. You can use a flat brush for this, by the way. You can use a really thin brush. I find anything with a point really works the best, but so I'm just kind of randomly going back and forth. What I love about this tree technique is that everybody makes different trees. They really do, and it always looks so cool to me. So again, I'm just dipping my brush right back in to the indigo, because I don't really want the trees to look different as far as the shades. I want them to be a similar shade to each other, so, and I want them very loose. This is just me. I'm just kind of experimenting with how loose they can be, and I notice that if I just keep dipping in the paint, I'm getting a shade, like a little different shade. Some of them are lighter green, some of them are darker green. This one's going, just by adding more indigo to what I was working with, it's like really nice, like pine green. It's so pretty, like this deep forest. And I'm letting the trees touch each other. I'm not worried about it at all. So on this next one, let's grab a little more yellow, just so we have something, I don't know, so that they're different, just so they don't look all the same. Now again, if you want your trees to be more shadowy, and maybe you want all your trees to be black, you know, and have that look where everything's color but the foreground is all black silhouetted, you can do that. You can do whatever you want, my dear. This is your time to explore and not be afraid of your watercolors, because they are not going to hurt you. They are going to activate your sense of creativity. And look at that. How fun. Ta-da! Check that out. That's the coolest 9-minute painting I've ever done, for sure. As far as the top, I don't know. Why don't we just do this? You can grab a little bit of your color And tap, tap. That looks cool, right? There you go. A little bit of texture. All right, go on to number 7.